EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go from Lumen Field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Go! Kick the Eagle! Kick the Eagle! Ready,
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day, we're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready! 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long.
60 Bobcats, 60 18, Pioneers. Ready?
Back to throw. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check.
Here's a handoff for Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Come on, go.
Once again, it's Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A big play for Seattle. 37 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Here's Walker. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The run with the rookie from Auburn. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Rams. 31 yards.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Rams.
And it's caught out wide on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
In motion, that's Thornton. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his second TD catch of the season. Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Get up. Ready?
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
RPO and a quick hit to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 29.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Ready, ready. Steady, steady.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Down inside the 10. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
A running left was a jet sweep. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
He'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, L.A. Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. He gets it to go, and the Rams will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Dixie Bison.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
21-yard line.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Go!
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On 3rd down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Cam Curl, the safety, burst through. And he comes up with the sack. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. That's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. In motion, that's Thornton. First down, it is Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's into the hands of Thornton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Rams first down. On the give, it's Williams. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
That one's down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it up. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Down the sideline, past the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Half the 60.
On first down, right back to Williams. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Seattle after this. They face second down and 7. Look wide, get this one complete, and it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1, and that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. He'll get this out wide, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
A big play for Seattle, and even 30 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
70 Lions. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Here's a run going left. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. As his kick is good. And the Seahawks have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's a pickup of 30, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. That's out wide to Williams, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
19 tight.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
Go, Buffalo 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
He'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Rams. That's his 2nd touchdown touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. 70 Timberwolves. Go street. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 Lions.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Moving to his right. Taking the deep shot for Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
37.
Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the jump. Hurt. Go.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Seahawks can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be forced out of bounds. And with that, time has run out on this first half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A give, and here comes Williams. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Nathan Evans in punt formation for the Rams.
Taken in at the 8. And some nifty running on the return to get some good yardage before he was taken down.
line, 18, Rodler, 18, let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. 10 yards on the scramble there. He picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Ball
9.
on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And left side, it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here's 1st and 10.
Panthers, ready?
They'll try the right side this time. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like you put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver, and when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Dragon 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Throwing now on 3rd, under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's Elijah Molden who took him down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And this is going to be a Rams first down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. The motion man is Nacua. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, L.A.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system. I mean, what that means is, on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Down at the 23-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Come on, set! 19, Charger, nice, go!
Smith-Njigba has it on that out route. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready?
Open man, left side. He's got it.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Going up top. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown Seahawks. Pass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Rams 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the carry, it's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The tight end going in motion to the left. They run over center with Williams. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Horton. He's got it. They're going to have it first and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. It's It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 47 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Another one from the 5. Second down and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On the double. Here we go. Set. 70 Zimmer with Cougar 19.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
On the toss, they'll run. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
46-yard line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike. This pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game, and they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. Now, faking the give. They can jig the left side. He's got it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
Here's a run. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So the ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
They'll go with him again. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go.
Come on. Hey.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, you have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Thornton. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
No louder place than here in Seattle before 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Quick throw, taken in, and the Rams are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
The motion man is Nacua. They'll run. It's Williams. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4. The Rams use their third and final timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
Ready up.
Second and goal.
Ready? Trap 60, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer.
He'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll try to run it with Williams. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. For the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.